حي الله اللي يغيب ويسمع الراده، اللي يجيني ليا منه تبطاني، قلبي وده وحالي كأنه لقيته، ودي بشوفه ودون حوم عقباني، ودي بشوفه ودون حوم عقباني.
يا صاحبي جارك الله ويشه صده، ما هو بحق تولني وتنساني، ما هو بحق تولني وتنساني.
Yeah, so we do the university is big and we have special fields. One, as I said, medicine, physics, geography, and one is history and archaeology.
هو يقول يعني هم في ميدان علم الآثار، زين، والتاريخ، هذا يعني اختصاصهم في الجامعة.
And inside the subject of archaeology, there are of course many subfields. So one people working for Mesoamerica with the Maya, other one working for Scandinavia. And my specialty is the ancient Near East.
يقول اللي في تفرعات في علم الآثار، في ناس يعني مثلا في تاريخ المايا ولا في البلاد الاسكندنافية، بالنسبة لهم هم في الجامعة يعني اختصاصه هو التاريخ في الشرق الأوسط، يعني في المنطقة العربية، هذا اختصاصه هو يعني.
And the ancient Near East reaches from Syria, Lebanon to Saudi Arabia and finally Oman. So this is the whole region of the ancient Near East before so everything which is before 2000 years, so before BC, we are certain. Everything what comes afterwards with the Greeks and the Romans, it's a different field.
يقول المجال الجغرافي في بحثهم هو يمتد من لبنان وسوريا إلى منطقة الجزيرة العربية اللي هي السعودية، العربية السعودية والمناطق هذه، يعني هذا مجال بحثهم يعني في علم الآثار. وطبعا يقول هذا يشمل 2000 سنة قبل الميلاد، حقبة يعني.
And all of you, I think, have heard about these ages: Stone Age, Bronze Age, Iron Age. So these are the main. So and our field is the Bronze Age, which is just between 3000 BC and 1000 BC. So this is the Bronze Age in general.
The Bronze Age?
Bronze Age,
yes.
yeah, it's a Bronze Age. 3000 BC to 1000 BC. Because afterwards, 1000 BC to 0 is the Iron Age. So it's also, we have also Iron Age here in Oman, for instance. There are many tombs from the Samad period, so special periods inside this. But what we our research field is the Bronze Age.
Take this.
Yes. Okay.
So, and then we are already in Al-Khashba, because Al-Khashba is one of, let's say, about 5 major places of the early Bronze Age. So the early Bronze Age is again a subdivision of the Bronze Age. Early Bronze Age, it's about the 3rd millennium BC, just in general, yeah? 3rd millennium BC. And in the 3rd millennium BC, in general, let's have a look a little bit outside. What was outside of Oman in the same time? You have the Mesopotamian big cultures, in which is today Iraq. So Mesopotamia is, I think somebody has heard about Mesopotamia. Mesopotamia, Euphrates and
Spelling of the word?
Mesopotamia.
Spelling, how is it?
M-E-S-O-P.
P?
Meso, P, yeah, P-O-T-T-A-M-I-A. MI. This is a big culture what is today in the region of Iraq and Syria. So there was big cities to the same time, the 3rd millennium BC. Another area is what is today Pakistan. It's called the Indus culture. Yeah? So this is the second big culture to the same time than here the Magan culture in Oman. Yeah, and in between, connected by the Arabic Gulf, in between lies Oman. And of course, it's not surprising that Oman has connections to all these countries in this time. Also Iran, sometimes we find pottery from Iran, which was imported from this period. So Oman lies in between other big cultures around. So it's not alone. Yeah, it's not alone.
Yes, يقول يعني اللي فيه عدة حضارات تمتد من العراق وحضارة الهندوس وباكستان وإيران. ويقول أنه موقع عمان يعني استراتيجي لأنها تجي في وسط يعني الحضارات هذه كامل يعني. ولهذا السبب يعني المكان هذا ولا عمان هي يعني من أهم المواقع في الحضارات هذه لأنها تتوسط يعني الحضارات القديمة هذه. هذا بالطبع استراتيجيا يعني عمان من أهم المواقع في المنطقة يعني.
And in the 3rd millennium BC, the Oman has, let's say, Oman, and in this time Oman and Emirates you have to put together. There was no border in between, of course. It's much before. Yeah? So Oman and Emirates are together. There are five. No, the name we know from the. Do you know the cuneiform script of Mesopotamia? Mm-hmm. Cuneiform. They have clay tablets, and they have writing to this time in Iraq. In Iraq, these clay tablets with script. Yeah, they have, and there the name of Oman is called Magan.
يقول اللي يعني قبل بالطبع في ذاك الوقت ما كان الإمارات ولا عمان، كانت يعني منطقة واحدة الإمارات وعمان يعني مساحة واحدة. وحسب الحفريات اللي موجودة في العراق يعني في كتابات اللي في العراق طبعا الاسم الأصلي للمنطقة هذه كامل اللي تشمل الإمارات وعمان هو مجان. هذا الاسم الأصلي يعني القديم.
And from the same text we also know what from the view of Mesopotamia was the most important thing for Mesopotamia, because this was copper. Because Mesopotamia in Iraq has no copper ore. They not even have stone. they have nothing. All they need, they must import from outside. And copper was imported in this time from Oman. Yeah. So you're still today you have copper mines in the mountains.
In order to know the history in Iraq, they need to take things from here, from Oman.
Yeah. Otherwise, they have the most important, or the most important thing for Mesopotamia was agriculture. So they had rivers. They had two rivers, the Euphrates and the Tigris. Yeah. And they have channels and big fields. We have big fields of agriculture, and for agriculture you need tools.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But if you are in a country without copper, you have a problem. So that's why they got copper from here, and in exchange, I don't know, I cannot tell you what they got in exchange. There is written they brought cereals like so agricultural products here, and they got in exchange for this they got copper. But this is quite weak. But they got copper from here. What came here from Mesopotamia is not so sure.
يقول يعني اللي في العراق يعني برغم ان الحضاره هناك يعني حضاره عريقه، لكن عندهم مشكله في الحفريات، ما معهم يعني الاثار هذه، لانه يقول لك في نهر دجله والفرات وفي مزارع. يعني هم إذا يريدوا شيء، يريدوا يعني يسووا بحوث، يجيوا للمناطق هذه، يعني يشيلوا أشياء من هنا عشان يعني تفيدهم هناك في تاريخهم هم هناك. Okay.
And in what is today Oman and Emirates are 5 big cities. or let's say maybe 6, but major places. This is first of all Hili in Boremi. In the Boremi is the Hili. Hili. Somebody heard? Hili? Yeah. Then is Kumera, which is not so far from Boremi Oasis. Kumera. Jumeirah. Yeah, Kumera. Then comes Bad, which is UNESCO World Heritage in Ibri. This is where we have working before. Bad. Then we have Bisya Hosn Salut, which is not so far from. Yeah, the Hosn Salut is the Iron Age castle, and Bisya is the 3rd millennium BC site, which also these structures like this one. And then we have Al-Khashba, and that's it. These major towns.
قبل يقول في يعني 5 مواقع يعني اللي هي أهم مواقع اللي هي هيلي والجميرة وبات وبسيا والخشبة يعني. هذا من 5. أيوة سالوت هذه يعني من أهم. Okay, I have a question, please.
Yes.
Speaking about this site.
Coming now to
this site. Is there any archaeological extension to some tombs here near the road? How many?
Yeah. I come now. So we have said Al-Khashba is one of these major places. So, and Al-Khashba is known since more than 30 years. So because I know there was someone working in Muyassir, and they made survey and they found also Al-Khashba. There's also a lady in the 70s. So Al-Khashba is known since a long time, but no one has worked here before in archaeology. So it's not because people coming to us and say, why you come from Germany? Why you especially come exactly to this place? Why? And say, okay, Al-Khashba is known since a long time. It's not my I have not found this place. Other people have found it before me, but I'm the one who has decided to make here excavations. So this is the.
هو يحكي عن أهمية المنطقة هذه الخشبة. يقول هي معروفة من قبل. يقول مش أنا اكتشفت الموقع هذا، يعني هو يعني قرأ في التاريخ وكذا اللي في مناطق في الخشبة، لكن مشروعه هو يعني اللي قال المنطقة هذه بالضبط، وبدأوا يعني التنقيب في المنطقة هذه وربطها بالميسر والميسر هذه اللي في اللي في سمد، اللي يقول فيه هناك ناس ينقبوا وجات الفكرة من هناك. جات الفكرة من هناك. أوكي.
And all these places which I have spoken about have more or less the same archaeological features, which are these round stone towers. So we have here more than 8 stone towers like this one, and in Maisa is only 1, but in Bad you have also 7, in Hili you have 7 of these towers. So this is the main archaeological features which we see without excavation. Without archaeology you see these features, they are there. And this is the starting point for archaeology.
يقول يعني اللي في المنطقة هذه تقريبا 8 حصون حجرية يعني اللي ممكن نشوفها بالعين المجردة، يعني خاصة الأخصائيين في المجال هذا يعني يكونوا ظاهرين، يعني ما يحتاج يعني تنقيب. زين، يقول فيها 8 حصون حجرية، قارنها بهيلي وغيرها اللي فيها 5 و6 و7، يعني 8 يعني عدد زين. أيوة.
So, and now about these, we call them towers, which this word is a little bit difficult because towers tell you it's something for defense and something. For us, we have to take it just as a word. It's not said that they are defensive structures. I call them towers just because it's a word we can use, but we cannot say that these structures were maybe 20 meters high and for defensive reasons, like your towers here in Al-Khashba. So it's not the same function.
So they were not used for defending.
No, no.
يعني الحصون هذه ما كانت يعني مستعملة لغاية الدفاع ولا الأشياء، ما كانت يعني مرتفعة ولا شيء، هي بسيطة يعني أحجامها صغيرة.
The function of this tower is copper production. So we are now in the middle of this story, Mesopotamia, copper from Marjan. When we were excavating here, we found many traces of copper production. What are these traces? So we have this round tower, you see. This is more than 20 meters in diameter. And when we started excavations here before 3 years, we started first to make a sondage outside. And what is outside, there are layers of trash from the production. And there are some more walls we have protected now. That's why you hardly can see there are more parallel walls. But in these walls is trash from the copper production. What I mean with trash, it's oven fragments, from the copper oven. We have slag, we have copper, and we have copper ore. So all what you need for copper production is available here in this trash, in this waste outside the tower.
Yeah, so the towers are for economic reasons.
So the tower is a kind of workshop. So this might be the main function of these towers.
يعني الحصون هذه مثل ما قال غايتها ليست حربية وإنما اقتصادية. يسووا فيها منتجات إلى آخره. وشوف حتى يقول كيف الطريقة هناك مثل صناديق هذه مسوية هناك. زين.
مخازن.
أيوة مثل مخازن أيوة.
It's wasach, يعني it's from the waste from the production. The production maybe took place here inside, but we are still at the very beginning. So this I cannot tell you for sure. But maybe the production was here inside, and then everything what was waste, what was not copper, they put it outside.
They put it outside.
Outside, yeah. It's like waste.
Yes, everything they didn't need. Or they didn't need at that time.
So, and now this was, this is a very nice thing, because other people have, for instance, in Bad also tried excavations in these towers, and they only find very little traces about their function. So we were very lucky here to find this massive proof of the function of this tower. So this is not, this is lucky. This is lucky. So you don't know before. And now comes the surprising thing. We found in this waste, we found charcoal, faham. And with this charcoal, we can bring to Germany. We can go to a laboratory and ask the laboratory, tell me how old is this charcoal.
يقول بنشيل
سمعتهم بقولك يا عمي عبد الله ها؟
استاذ
اقول لك اللي حصلوه الاثار حديد ذهب هيش جولد كذا ولا ما شيء
بعدين شوي يقول هو الفحم هذا اللي حصلوه هنا يقول بنشيل عينه لألمانيا عادوا المخابر هناك عشان يحدوا تقريبا ايش
العمر مالها
ايوه عينات
حتى هو يقول هذا يعني كأنه كنز ثمين حصلوه عشان
Steffi, habt ihr mal ein bisschen Funde? Steffi?
لا ما كان
إذا كان الكنز حال البلاد ما يشلوهم ما نرضى.
Das ist Schlacke, oder? Ja. Habt ihr ein bisschen Schlacke? This is stone. This is stone. This is what we found in the excavation. This is a part from the oven, from a tanur, like a tanur.
الاواني مثلا
تنور اوفن هذا
And they, foreign. And they put copper ore inside, and then they burned.
شوف شكله مصطنع
هذه عينه
The same.
قطعه عاديه
This is a stone tool. This is stone tool. So it's like a knife, like little sekin. This is also from working place.
وهذه كانوا يستعملوها يعني مثل السكين، يعني آلة
أداة قطع.
أيوة أداة قطع. هذه
شوفوا شباب، هلا آلات الحادة اللي أول يقطعها. شوفوا عبد الله. شو يا شباب؟
Yeah, it's small. We found, well, what I don't have here today, because today we make a lot of cleaning, we have a lot of slag, so copper slag. So after burning the oven, the copper ore gets fluid and separated in copper and waste. And this is the waste, the slag. This we find very often here in the excavation. Yeah, outside. Yeah. So this is what we find. We have no gold. We have no precious objects. This is not a palace, though. Yeah, so not extremely exciting things, but altogether we get an idea what this place is about, what this function was. So now I come back to the charcoal we brought to Germany. Yeah. We put it into a lab, and they told us the age of the charcoal is about 3200 BC.
شباب انتبهوا هنا، ماكلينكم انتم يا شباب.
يا نسمع شباب.
تعالوا لا تتذمروا، بكره انتم واحد منكم يفكر يكون عالم آثار.
يقول العينة شباب العينة اللي شالوها المخابر في ألمانيا، يقول بعد يعني تحليلها تعود 3200 سنة قبل الميلاد. هذه بالضبط يعني.
So what does it mean? It means you are standing on the oldest monumental building in Oman.
يقول يعني هذه أقدم يعني آثار في عمان بصفة عامة. المنطقة هذه it's the
oldest monumental building. Yeah. From, of course, before you have from the Stone Age, you have small, you have caves with people which are much older. But with architecture, big architecture, this is the oldest tower. Older than in Bad, older than in Hili, older than in Comera. It's the oldest building.
يقول لك هذا الموقع هذا هو الأقدم من 5 مواقع اللي كان عددها هو قبل هذا، اللي في هيلي وفي يعني the oldest.
And that's why we made a press release last year. You have maybe seen before 1 year. So the Ministry of Heritage gave it to the press. And the press in all newspapers, I think it was in April, in all newspapers was written Al-Khashba as the oldest copper production in the oldest building. I still have the scans in the house I can give you if you have not seen. I have the scans of the newspapers, yeah. In all newspapers of Oman was written Al-Khashba.
أستاذ عبد الله، وزارة التراث هيك المسمى. يقول وزارة التراث يعني نشرت هذا في أبريل الماضي في الجريدة وفي الجرائد الرسمية، على أساس أنه الموقع هذا هو الأقدم في عمان، يعني هو الأقدم من جميع المواقع. هو معه نسخة، يقول إذا تريدوها نسخة بجيبها يعني.
اللي هو بعدين حتى نريدهم عرض في المدرسة
نخبروا بعدين إن شاء الله.
Bronze Age.
ستون وايرون برونز.
عصر البرونزي.
ليفل 3. أيوة.
أيام العصر البرونزي هذا.
هو في 3 يعني عصور أساسية اللي هي الآيرون ايج، بعدين the second age the stone age the first one يعني اللي هو العصر الحجري، هذا أول شيء. بعدين iron age.
No, then the Bronze Age. Then this is the second one, Bronze Age, and then Iron Age, and then Islamic period.
Yeah, this site belongs to the
Bronze Age.
The second. The second
yeah.
age. Okay.
There's one in this direction. There's a small mound, and on top of this mound there's also a tower.
يقول هنا في جبل صغير هنا في المكان هذا، في جبل في قمة الجبل في نفس الشيء مثل هذا يعني.
It's 500 meters from here. It's the one you know, all know this one, I think. You see from the school, yeah, it's not so far. And then you have this rectangular building in this direction. You know this mroba, this rectangular.
في بناية هنا شكلها مستطيل.
So ممكن 1 kilo ممكن. There's now a fence around. They built a couple of weeks ago. The ministry built a fence. You know this? After the water, there is this stone building. This is not round. This is square. It's a square building. This is also this is younger than this one, but this also belongs to the Bronze Age. Yeah.
يقول البناية اللي هي موجودة بعد خزان المياه هنا شكلها مربع هيك. يقول نفس الشيء هي يعني هي أحدث عن المكان هذا، لكن هي تنتمي للعصر البرونزي هذا. نفس الحقبة يعني، لكن هي هذه أقدم.
So these are the big buildings, and then we also have tombs. We have tombs from this period. You know, the first one before the road from Chisinau, you have this mountains with these small heaps of stones on the top. You also have here inside Al-Khashba. It's also this hill with small tombs on top.
These before
the main road on the left side.
قبل اللفة على اليمين في هناك في الجبل في قبور.
This is and these tombs are also from the same period than this tower. They are all from the same period. And Oman has maybe 200 or 300,000 of these tombs. You see them all over. When you go with your car to Iski or to Basman, everywhere you have these tombs. Yeah, you see always these small heaps of stones, and all these tombs have human bones inside. So they really buried people there. So, and if the people tell me here from new buildings, they also tell me that they found skulls and these things when they removed the tombs.
يقول القبور هذه يعني فيها حتى الناس اللي تبنى هنا حصلوا يعني جماجم حصلوها هنا موجود يعني كلها يقول لك القبور هذه وتمتد حتى يعني في طريق رزقي هناك موجودة بكثرة القبور هذه يقول
all the same period. All the same
كلها
period.
تنتمي العصر هذا اللي هو البرونزي اللي تنتمي له المنطقة هذه.
All over Oman, how many?
3,000.
Yeah, 200,000, more than 200,000. We don't know exactly because it's very difficult to count them, all of them.
يقول لك القبور هذه عددها
A lot.
ايوه كثير العدد يفوق 200,000 قبر يعني هذه تقريبية ما بالضبط يقول لكن في الحدود هذه يفوق 200 يعني كثيرة موجودة يعني في جميع المناطق وتنتمي لنفس العصر. أيوة.
This belongs all to this culture, all to the same culture. And in the middle you have also from the farms there crossing the road to this direction. You have also again a row of tombs. There's a group over there and another group over there, which these are tombs also from the third millennium, but a little bit later than this building. And these tombs are a little bit bigger. You see, they have white stones. You can recognize them in the farms. And if you go inside the farms, the next tarmac road there. If you go inside the farms, you see them on your left and on your right. You see these big heaps of stones. These are also big tombs with a lot of burials inside.
يقول نفس الشيء في المزارع اللي موجودة هناك في قبور لكن هي تنتمي للألفية يعني هذه لكن يعني يقول later يعني أحدث later how many years?
4,000 years, 4,500. So 500 years later than this one. 500 years younger than this. 100 years. So almost the same. Almost the same.
500 سنة حديثة عن القبور اللي موجودة هنا 500 سنة.
كم امتدت الحضارة هنا أستاذ محمد؟ تقريبا كامل يعني.
So they want to know about the civilization here. How many years? If you can.
How many years the people lived here in Al-Khashba? Yeah, we know, I mean, this building is the oldest one, 3,200. And we know from the pottery that there are buildings until 2000. So more than 1,000 years is this period of occupation here in Al-Khashba. Then we have found small tombs, a row of 4 or 5 tombs at the beginning. This is at the beginning of the second millennium, so let's say 1,300 years after this building, and then it stops. We have no Iron Age in Al-Khashba. So there are other regions in Oman, in Sohar for instance, they have a lot of Iron Age. In Al-Khashba there's a break. So people are off, nobody here.
يقول تقريبا يعني الحضارة هنا كانت 1000 سنة تقريبا يعني امتدت. يعني الناس اللي سكنت هنا ويقول في مناطق ثانية يعني امتدت للآيرون ايج، للعصر الحديدي، لكن هنا يعني ماشي امتداد، يقول خلاص عاد يعني من البرونز ايج
and then
stop.
stop. Yeah. Here in Al-Khashba,
لكن في مناطق ثانية في امتداد. يعني ايش السبب؟
we don't know where the people went, where they are.
Maybe they moved
to another place, yeah, maybe to the mountains a little bit more. What we know from the cuneiform tablets from the script from Mesopotamia, that the strait with Oman, with Marjan, this stopped at the end at 2000, exactly the same time when the occupation here in Al-Khashba stopped. It's exactly the same time. And this is not by chance, because when the strait with Mesopotamia stops, then there's no need for more production of copper, because you have no one who gives you money for this. So then this production also stopped. And the people again are maybe more, they stop producing copper, they are more like Bedouins before. So in the 4th, 5th, 6th millennium BC, there were Bedouins. With no camels. Camels are later. Camels is no camels. Camels in the 1st millennium BC. Camels is Iron Age. So the Bedouins before, they had sheep and goats, but no other animals. But they lived. They lived in the area. And if they not have a central place like Al-Khashba, it's difficult for us to trace them. Of course, because they can be everywhere, and I wouldn't recognize. I wouldn't see them. I wouldn't see them. It's difficult if they just have a place for their tent. I do not found them. And if after 2000 again they have this lifestyle of Bedou, they are invisible for me, but they are still there. You know what I mean? They are not disappeared. They are not disappeared. They are still in the region. But they are moving, and that's why I as archaeologist cannot find something from them anymore. But they are there. They are there.
يقول يعني هم يعني بعدين صارت حياتهم بدو يعني بعد الاستقرار هنا يعني ل1000 سنة تقريبا. السبب ممكن هو يقول لك يعني صارت يعني طريقة حياتهم مثل البدو قبل عند جيل الجمال. No camels at that time.
No camels. No.
لكن كانوا يربوا حيوانات، وكانوا عاد تعرفوا اللي من خصائص البدو هو التنقل. يقول خلاص تركوا المكان هذا وراحوا. تقريبا هذا هو السبب اللي الحضارة يعني توقفت في العصر هذاك، ما امتدت الايرون ايج. زين. ويقول انا كعالم اثار صعب جدا اني احصل يعني مكان وين راحوا وكذا، صعب لانهم هم يروحوا اماكن كثيره يعني.
غير نمط حياة.
ايوه
بعد اذنك استاذ، اللي نفس الشيء اللي فهمته منه ان هذه كانت تستخدم مصانع نحاس اللي هي تصدر حل حضارات ثانيه مثل العراق، فلما توقف التصدير ضعف الاقتصاد وصاروا مثل البدو ينتقلوا من مكان الى مكان، وبطبيعه البدو ما يسووا مباني ضخمه، يسوي خيمه وما تبقى آثار، فلذلك صعب يعرفوا وين راحوا. هي ماشي بوش
نو كمل. نعم.
مشابه هذا يعني كان منطقة ثانية
شيء حصلوا
فيش يعني أحياء بحرية.
يعني يمكن هم هذا
اسماك او شيء يعني مثلا الحفريات او شيء مثلا
الحفريات
كان كبحار
يعني تقول البحر كان ممتد لهنا،
ممتد لربما او ان مثلا اي حيوانات قديمه جدا.
So please, are there any traces of the sea or fishing or something?
We have from time to time we have sea shells. So they brought from the sea. For what purpose? Maybe as jewelry. Maybe just as jewelry. So we have shells.
It from other places.
From the sea. From the sea.
From the sea.
But because seashells are they are not seashells you don't find in any lake inside Oman. You only find them on the coast. Only on the sea. So that's why they must come from there.
يقول حصلنا يعني shells اللي هي الصدفة.
Also sometimes really big, like my hand. They are really nice big one.
كل هذه هم يجلبوها من البحر، ممكن كانوا يستعملوها كمجوهرات ولا للزينة يعني، بس يعني يجيبوها من البحر من الكوست.
ما كان بحر.
لا.
And this is also for us a hint. It's not a proof, but it's a hint that the people, of course, if you're producing copper here, because the mountains are here inside Oman, but you need to bring this copper outside. And of course, they had roads. They had roads to the coast, and from the coast, I think it went to Iraq. So, and these shells tells us, yes, they were traveling. They were traveling.
Maybe the shells were coming
Just-
from outside Oman.
Yeah, even outside, even outside. Yeah.
يقول يعني هم كانوا يعني هم ينتجوا النحاس هنا لأن الجبال قريبة، وكان يشرح هو كيفية يعني عندهم الأفران هذه اللي يسووها، وحتى الفضلات يقول يشيلوها برا يعني ويسووا نحاس هنا اللي هو هذه كمكان يعني للحماية، يسوي هذه الحصون هذه لحماية المنتوجات هذه. مثل ما قلنا هي كانت الأغراض اقتصادية مش سياسية ولا حربية ولا شيء اللي يسويها هذه يعني الحصون الصغيرة هذه. زين. ويقول بالنسبة اليوم هم كانوا عندهم طرق تجارية، يعني هم ينتجوا هنا عادوا يشيلوا النحاس برا، يروحوا العراق، يروحوا عدة أماكن، وممكن حتى الصدفات هذه ممكن جايبينها أصلا من برا عمان.
So we want to know the way how you are working
Yeah.
here.
So I mean, first what we do, we can have a look over there. So first what we do, we are excavating a trench. We call this trench. So we go deep inside. We go deep inside and separate the different places. So like here we have an area with mud bricks.
بس مهند
يا شباب توزعوا كذا وين مني
Yes.
روحوا هنا،
واسعوا هنا تعالوا عشان
روحوا من هنا. صالح
صالح
روحوا من الجهة الثانية. فيصل يلا شباب صالح روحوا سليمان هنا.
تعال من هناك رواح قرب لا تروح بيه نزل سير. هذا الفرنس يا محمد يتكلم الحين هو ولا ايش سأله بينا؟
No, this is only a place with mud bricks. Beside, we had a lot of stones. We had a lot of stones, like there in the bog. There are still stones, and this is what we are separating from each other. So we are separating the place with these mud bricks and the place with stone, and then we go from top to down. And everywhere something is changing, we give a new number. So we give a lot of numbers in this. In our process of documentation is a lot of numbers. So we have a big database where we put every number inside, and this number tells us, okay, at this place there were a lot of big stones. And another number says, at this place there were a lot of mud bricks. And she is doing so we have the documentation with words and with numbers, and then we also have the documentation with drawing, and this is what she is doing in the moment. So these are the two.
يقول يعني الحفريات تتم من الأعلى إلى الأسفل from top to down. زين. ويقول يعني احنا نحاول نفصل، يعني شايفين مثلا يفصل الأشكال عن بعضها. زين. مثلا الشكل هذا شايفين يختلف عن الشكل هذا، شيء جاي هيك. يقول كل شكل مثلا لو نروح تحت إذا لقينا شكل مختلف نعطيه رقم، يعني مثلا هذا عنده رقم وهذاك عنده رقم، إذا راحوا تحت وحصلوا شكل غير يعطوه رقم. وبعدين مثل ما يقول هي تسوي هناك، يعني يقول بالأرقام، ونفس الشيء بالرسم اللي هي تسوي دراونج، تو هي ترسم شايفينها ترسم وفي نفس الوقت تعطي رقم للرسومات هذه.
لكن كموقع هذا
أيوة.
ليش المتوقع يعني هم مثلا
This place what is it exactly?
We don't know yet. We don't know yet. What it seems like we have here like foundation walls of mud brick running through the tower, because we have another one over there, and in between we had maybe something like rooms, but not rooms for walking inside with doors and so. Only rooms with 4 sides. And in these rooms they are filled with stones. They are filled with stones. What purpose these stones? I cannot tell you yet. So we have to open a larger area to understand what is. First we do documentation. Understanding comes later.
يقول يعني اللي في هنا في حسب البدايه هم بعدهم ما اكتشفوا يعني المكان كامل. يقول في تقريبا هيك، يقول في اثار مال جدران تمتد للاخر التاور هذا. ايوه. ومقسمه في شكل غرف صغيره، بس يقول ما غرف يعني مشان يسكنوا فيها ولا ما يقدروا يعني حتى يعني حجم الغرف صغير. يقولوا فيها الستون يعني وفيها الحجاره. قلت له ليش يعني الغرف هذه؟ قال بعد يعني
والسكن ما واضح يعني.
لا ما واضح. يقول ما نعرف بعد، لازم نكشف يعني المنطقه كامله هذه عاد مشان نعرف بعدين. هم في اول الحفريات.
hard process.
Yeah, it's very hard. And we have to be very precise because, for instance, I show you here. For instance, these stones, this is a different color than this one, yeah?
الالوان الحجاره يقول لك مختلفه هناك.
Different color. So this is a pit. This is pit which was excavated by some people later. So this pit can be 200 years old. Somebody can come for 200 years and made this pit. So everything we find inside here is 200 years old. This is maybe Bronze Age, 4,000 years old. That means if we do not look carefully, we mix this two. And this means if I have a charcoal from here and I have maybe a bead, a small bead, or yes, this stone tool from here, and if I don't see the difference, I have this charcoal and the lab tells me it's 200 years old. And then when I don't see the difference, then the stone tool from here is also 200 years old, of course, because I have no date for the stone tool, I have only the charcoal. If I see the difference, then this is separate from my stone tool, and then it's correct. You see how difficult it is? We can do a lot of mistakes if we are not carefully separating the things, because in later times, even in the Bronze Age, 1,000 years later, people can come and change something, make a new foundation for a new building. This can all be inside here, and our job is to separate these different layers from each other, because otherwise it's all the same and it's all wrong. It's all wrong because because the date this charcoal gives is completely different from all other finds I have around. And this mistake is we have to be careful to not to make this mistake.
يقول يعني شباب صالح يقول هذه شايفين الطبقة هذه تختلف عن الطبقة هذه، صح ولا لا؟ اللون يعني شايفينها؟ يقول هذه برونز ايج.
Yes, هذا برونز ايج.
لكن هذه 2000 سنة الطبقة هذه عمرها، والطبقة اللي فوق تقريبا بس 200 سنة. زين يقول يعني لازم يعني نكون يعني دقيقين في البحث. يعني إذا ما شوف يعني طبقتين جنب بعض 2 layers، لكن شوف بينهم كم، هذيك 2000 سنة والثانية يعني 200 سنة. هم عرفوها يعني من خلال يعني لون الحجارة واللي تحت فيها الفحم اللي كان يتحدث عنه.
محمد سأل مثل ما سألوك الشباب، يعني التوقعي نزلوا تحت الحصن ولا هذا المستوى بس؟
They are asking if you are going down more than that in this place.
ولا
Down.
هذا المستوى بس؟
Or
يعني.
you will stop at this level.
Here we stop at this level. Here we stop at this level because this is our Bronze Age building, and we don't remove this. We don't remove this. In this place where she's standing, we went down because this was only this stone is only trash, only filling, and the filling we can remove. The filling is to remove the filling is not a problem. To remove a wall is not so nice.
You mean that it's not the same morphological
Where
features,
she is standing is already the bedrock. It's the bedrock where this building was built on top. Yeah.
يعني هي
So
تختلف. يعني الموقع اللي هناك وهذا يقول بالنسبة للمكان هذا بنوقف هناك. يعني إذا رحنا تحت يعني ممكن نتلف أشياء.
this line is mud brick. Lippen. This is a mud brick. The same mud brick than people used here. It's just from a different period. It's a different age. Different age. But the technique is the same.
كيف صممت؟
يعني تقريبا اللبنات من البنايات يقول لك نفسها. شوف اللي استعملوها هنا، يعني شوف هذه تقريبا 2000 سنة نفس اللي استعملها في البنايات تو. يعني هذا
القص
أيوة هذا شايفينها مثل الخط هنا.
So this technique of building mud brick houses has not changed in 4,000 years. 5,000 years. This is 5,000 years. So, more questions?
The name of the civilization?
Marjan.
مجان وقالها قبل.
Marjan.
هو على فكرة ترى في شباب حصن سلوت نفس الطريقة، نفس إذا واحد منكم زار بهلة نفس الطين نفس الطريقة نفس الأسلوب.
أي أسئلة
شباب حد بيستفسر؟
And maybe
No.
سأل عملات يعني.
maybe
Currency.
one more idea. So this is our work. This is our research. So we're coming from Germany and doing research. For Oman, this research is the same important than for us. But Oman has another idea. For Oman, it's also heritage, because the people who built this were not my ancestors. I'm from Europe, so they were not my ancestors. But the people here, from this place, were your ancestors. These people are your, and that's why the Ministry of Heritage has this always wants to point out this heritage. It's Oman heritage, yeah. It's not German heritage. I'm a researcher, yeah, but it's Oman heritage. It's people before you who lived here, and that's why the Ministry of Heritage always want to emphasize this point of Oman's heritage, Oman's history. It's part of Oman's history.
وزارة التراث يعني تسوي في الحفريات هذه لاهتمامها بالتاريخ.
لا هو يمكن هو في السر احنا ما نسأل عن الفلوس. يعني التعامل بعملات نقدية في ذاك الزمن ولا بالأغراض؟
I asked him about يعني at that time يعني how commerce.
Yeah.
Did they use currency?
No. They changed products. So copper in exchange for grain, for maybe things from the agriculture. Yeah, things from which have produced maybe some orange or some oils.
يعتمد على المقايضة والمبادلات يعني ماشي عملات.
توقع كم سنة محمد يطولوا في الحفريات؟
يعني شغلهم هم يعني how much time it would take يعني for you?
For us to excavate this place, it's a matter of money. It's a matter of money. We have restricted money for this research project. This is at the moment for 3 years, so from 2016 to 2018. And after that, I have to think about if I have a new research question for Al-Khashba, and I have to apply for a new 3 years. If I don't get, I don't another budget. Yeah. So this is always, this budget comes from the German Research Foundation. It's not private money. It's German government money at the end.
German Research
Foundation. Yeah. And there I have to apply for a new grant, for a new budget. And they decide.
Get the money from.
Yeah, they decide if I can continue or not.
شغلهم إلى حد 2018 لنهاية 2018.
ما شاء الله.
أيوة من 2016 2018 يقول يعني إحنا عندنا ميزانية وين توصلنا يعني. يعني يوم تنتهي الميزانية هو يقول أنا بسوي طلب للجيرمان ريسيرش فاونديشن اللي هي مركز البحوث في ألمانيا اذا يوافقوا عادي يسووا له ميزانيه ثانيه
يستمروا في العمل.
ويستمروا في العمل مثلا 3 سنوات اخرى يعني.
They hope to continue.
يعني تعتمد على الفلوس ماني.
The better the finds we have, the more impressive what we find, the better is the results, the more chance is to continue, of course.
I want to know the instrument which you are using here.
The instrument is what you see here. This is what we are using. We're using from time to time, and you have big stones. We're using also the pickaxe, the big one over there, and then we go from top to down, because we have to be very slow, and we cannot use the GCB, because then everything is mixed, and no, this is not possible. We're using like they do. This is what we're going from top to down. This is tachymeter, we call the total station. This is for measuring distances.
قياس المسافات يعني.
Yeah, this is for measuring distance.
Yes, please, any cultural signs here at that time? Culture speaking about arts, maybe.
This is difficult. No, this is difficult. For these things, you must know the ideas of the people, and the ideas of the people in many cultures is written down, or is oral history. So it's spoken history. And in a culture where they have not written down their ideas, what they are thinking, it's difficult for us to trace. They might have carpets and these things, but I cannot tell you the shape of the carpet. They might have painted their walls with wall painting, but I I don't know how it looks like. No, art is really difficult to trace for archaeologists. Always in all periods, in all history. Art is because we find material culture. So all which is really in material. So walls finds like beads, like ovens, installations, these things. This is material. This we can trace, we can find. But things like arts and this is difficult.
سألته إذا في يعني سألته هل في آثار يعني عن الثقافة، يعني هل ممكن في رسومات، في كتابات ولا شيء يدل على فن معين ولا ثقافة في ذاك الوقت؟ يقول صعب يعني. هو أول شيء صعب لأنه كان spoken history يعني اللي سكنوا هناك ما كانوا يكتبوا،
ما يدون.
لا بس هي اشياء يعني مستحيل انك يعني تعرف النقوش. يقول هو الارت يعني الفن صعب جدا، يعني الحفريات عن الجوانب الفنيه صعبه، الا اذا يعني في اماكن تلقى يعني اشياء يعني واضحه، في اماكن تلقى يعني هذه الفسيفساء ولا تلقى كتابات مثلا في مصر، رسومات على هذه تعطيك يعني فكره عن
لا الشيء ما قلنا كمحسن عند التصاوير في صخرة كبيرة مرسوم فيها يا أخي. تصاوير. أيوة أنا حطيت فيها مرسوم فيها.
عند
المدخل الواشحي. أيوة.
كم تقريبا؟
ما أعرف.
لا كم يعني المسافة من هنا لهنا؟
يمكن 25 كيلو يعني. أو 20 كيلو. أقل. صخرة كاملة بارزة يعني ما هي منحوتة. يعني.
منحوت إيش فيها
رسوم حيوانات ورسوم كذا قديمة معروفة.
Well, here far from here, about 25 kilometers, there is a big stone, and on which there are some paintings
inside the stones, picked inside.
You saw it?
Maybe not. But what is the name of the
place?
Yeah.
Here, Sawir.
No. Because I know one stone. I know one stone from the same age. This is close. The name is Coleman's Rock. This is close to Alhambra. There is this big stone in the wadi, but this is not.
It's near, about 10 minutes by car. If you
Show
want,
me.
If you want to go there, okay, no problem.
I'm pleased.
We can take you there.
Yeah.
No
Very good. Very good. Very good.
Okay, inshallah. Any other questions?
حد بيسأل شباب منكم سؤال؟
Bitte? 25 Kilometer. There is
20 kilometers.
yeah, no, there is about 3 kilometers here. There is a white rock behind the farms. There's a white rock. There are also paintings like with animals inside.
أيوة.
This is-
curved.
Yeah, carved. It's also, but this is only 3. No, 2 kilometers from here. This is not far. Not far.
20 kilometers.
20. This is something different. I don't know.
20 كيلو ما صح؟
You take Izki road here
هي تقع بعد الواش
Izki road
الجبل هذا الجبل هذا
about 20 kilometers.
صاوير
هي
15 كيلو
يوم كذا يعني.
Okay, someone has to show me. So we go together and then. Yeah.
شباب حد منكم يبي يسأل؟
I have
تفضل
question. I wonder that people who lived here,
Mhm.
how stronger that because the stone it's big. How
Yeah. This is always. Yeah. This is a good question. It's a good question. We have in other excavation we have excavated burials. Sometimes it's rescue excavation because the street was built. Sometimes it's normal excavation. So we know from skeletons the size of the people. All what I can say is they are almost the same size than we today. So they are not bigger and not smaller. They are almost the same. I cannot tell you which language they spoke. So there are many things I cannot tell. I cannot tell.
Maybe how
But-
they were governed here.
So this is these things, organization things. This is something we try to reconstruct. This is belongs to our work, because at the end, the definition of our work is just to reconstruct their daily life. So what they did, what they have eaten. So we have methods. If we are lucky, we can extract a material from the earth which we are excavating, give this to the lab, and they tell us a bit about the environment. This is possible, with a little bit of luck and a little bit of so we can reconstruct environment. Sometimes we can reconstruct what they have eaten. So from the tooth, if we have bones, can sometimes say a little bit if they have eaten a lot of vegetables or if they have eaten a lot of meat. So these things we can say sometimes. Other things we will never tell, like language or something like this. This is outside archaeology. This is impossible. So some things are possible, some are absolutely impossible. This is our life. This we have to.
يقول هم يقول يعني هم يهتموا بحياتهم اليومية، فما يقدر أن يقول هذه يعني باش نشوف اللغة اللي كانوا يتكلموها ولا الحكم ولا الأشياء هذه، يقول هذه outside archaeology يعني ما في اختصاص العلم الآثار، يقول هذه خارج عن اختصاصنا. يقول يعني احنا نهتم بالديلي لايف، مثلا ايش كانوا ياكلوا، نوعية الأكل، يقول من خلال الأسنان. يعني يسوي الحفريات للقبور من خلال أسنانهم يعرفوا يعني هل كانوا يعني أكلهم يعتمد على اللحوم ولا على النباتات ولا على شيء، هم يعرفوا يعني هذا اختصاصهم. أشياء ثانية يقول اللغة ولا طريقة الحكم ولا شيء خارج اختصاصهم.
أنا سألت يعني
بس هو how they could move these large stones.
I don't know. It's a technique. Like I mean, in Egypt, you have the same question, and nobody has answered till today. Till today, nobody has answered this question. It's a lot of work, a lot of people together, and and then it's really difficult. Yeah.
يقول حتى في مصر يعني ماشي إجابات إلى حد الآن كيف بنيت الأهرامات والأشياء هذه. يقول ما عندي إجابة يعني كيف يعني حركوا الصخور هذه. يقول لكم يمكن عمل جماعي أكثر شيء يعني ذاك الوقت. يقول حتى من خلال القبور نفس يعني أيوة هم حجم الناس في هذاك العصر نفس حجمنا يعني.
But a building like this with these big stones tells you that many people worked together. It's not only a family with 10 people. It's not possible. So you need a big community, which is also a little bit invisible for us. How many people lived here, it's also I cannot tell, but it's many more than it seems. Yeah,
thousands
It's
of people.
yeah, maybe 1,000, maybe something like this. Yeah, but at least they are necessary to build a building like this. Yeah.
مثلا بناية مثل هذه ما ممكن تسويها عائلات بسيطة ولا أعداد بسيطة من الناس. يعني أعداد كبيرة جدا يعني لا تقل عن 1000. يعني تصور 1000 شخص في المكان هذا، 1000 شخص ما شاء الله يغطوه المكان هذا كامل، يحركوا الحجارة، يسووا الأشياء هذه، يعني كل عمل جماعي. يعني هذا السر يعني في الإجابة على يعني سؤال الأستاذ.
شباب قبل لا نروح، هل عنده أي سؤال أو استفسار؟ أصحاب دراسات بينكم الأدبي
ممكن أسئلة ولا حتى العلمي عادي. لا الأدبي بس. Any questions? Yes.
And work with him.
You?
Yes.
You want to help just or work and get money?
Work and get money.
Okay, we start at 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
Work
In the morning, yeah?
in the morning
Yeah.
until 1.
Until 1, yeah?
In the afternoon we start at 3:30 until 7. Every day. Sehen?
Okay. No. Choose between education and archaeology.
What if someone want to work? What he will do?
What he will do? What you see here. Here, look behind you. This is what they're doing. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. And a lot of patience is necessary. A lot of,
Archaeology is very difficult.
it is.
ترى شباب يعني عشان تعرفوا الصورة، هم ما هدف مادي. يعني هم اللي جايين حتى ممكن يوضحها الدكتور، ما الهدف مش المادة، بس الواحد عنده فكر ويريد يعرف. هذا علم الآثار. أما هذه الشمس والحرارة وكذا ما ساوية ماديا، يعني ممكن ترجم له صرف من الخبر. ها؟
ويمكن يشتغل
The purpose. أيوة. The purpose is not material.
No. It only costs money. You don't get something back. No.
أقول لك هي مكلفة. يعني من ناحية أخرى ما فيها يعني ربح مالي كذا. Because if you link research to money, okay.
Yeah, no. All research. But research has its purpose. It's a very important thing in many fields. Not only archaeology. In many other fields, research is necessary.
You have interesting.
شباب أي أسئلة
أي استفسار؟
كيف شاف أهل البلاد؟
How did you find people here? People of this village.
The people are very, very nice here in Al-Khashba, and every year more people coming and ask about their village. So we hope so someday all people know about our excavation and know what their ancestors here in Al-Khashba did. This is part of our work, and more and more people asking and coming here and say, oh yeah, these are very old buildings, and tell me more. And yeah, this is our job to do this educational aspect.
You told that the basis for the inhabitants here before was copper.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I ask you about water here. Did you find any places water?
No. Water is a very difficult field. Like today, in the past, like the camel, the falaj was invented in the Iron Age. We are long before. So no falaj, no channels. That's why also no oasis with palm trees. No permanent water means no oasis. So this is definitely was not available for the people here. That's why they are more or less mobile. Still in this period, the people from Al-Khashba are still a little bit mobile. They got their water from the wadi. To dig a temporary well inside the wadi is no problem. You get water out, but you don't get permanent water for a big plantation or for a big garden. But for drinking, you and your animals, and maybe a small field with something, that water is enough. But permanent water is not available here on the plain. For permanent water, you maybe go in the summer when it's here very hot. You go in the mountains, and in the mountains we have better weather conditions and more water. And that's why our idea is that they change from summer to winter, and maybe a place like Al-Khashba was maybe only occupied in winter, and in summer the people left the place.
أنا سألته يعني هل هذاك الوقت
It's cleaned there already, that's why.
شباب نسمع شوية. سألته عن الماء في هذاك العهد، المياه والشيء مزارع وكذا، قال لا يعني في ذاك الوقت اسمع يعني كانوا يجيبوا المياه من المناطق القريبة بس للشرب ولا للطبخ، يعني ما كان في زراعة. ايوه ما في هذا
يعني ما يتسبحوا يعني
يتسبحوا بس يجيبوا المياه من اماكن ابعد للضرورة. المياه ما كانوا يستعملوها لغايات زراعية ولا شيء، يعني هم نشاطهم
صناعية
عليك بالضبط. يعني النشاط الأساسي هو تذويب النحاس في المنطقة هذه. عاد والويستس يروح هناك برا، يعني الفضلات يشيلوها برا في هذيك الغرف الصغيرة برا، وعندهم هنا يعني أفران. Ovens, many ovens.
Yeah, many ovens around this building maybe, and they were temporary. They were destroyed and then copper taken out, and what we find, the broken piece of the furnace, we find.
حتى هم حصلوا القطع من الأفران هذه يعني.
They used the oven and then they destroyed it.
يعني بعد ما يستعملوها يدمروها. Why they destroy it?
Because the copper is inside. You cannot take the copper out. It's not possible without destroying.
يعني each time
It's
they
a
make ovens.
It's a one-time oven, like a Pepsi bottle. It's only used one time.
هذه أيوة يستعملوها مرة ويكسروها لأنه بشي يخرجوا النحاس اللي يكسروها عاد ويسووا أفران جديدة كل مرة. one time. استخدامها مرة واحدة بس.
You know, nowadays maybe with the weather the rain is coming nowadays. Maybe 2 days.
المكان الثاني لهنا.
So looking at
Yeah, we try to finish as much as possible before the rain, and after that we have to clean again. This is our life. Yeah, when the rain is coming, it's not so good for us. It's good for the people in Oman. For us, it's not so good. But
you can cover it.
yeah, we have plastic foil. So we do cover the main things. We do cover. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Sorry for the disturbance.